let's continue where we left off with characters and let's start animating them. We can do this in two ways. We can use our offline motion capture called Core. This is where we'll take a pre-recorded clip and apply it to the character, or we could animate them through live motion capture right here, right now within Canvas. Let's get into it. So to get started with, let's go through just applying a pre-recorded Core motion clip. So if I head to the motion flyout tab, here you'll see all of our provided motion capture clips. These are all being recorded by me or our model, and they are yours to use for blocking, positioning, and testing out your characters. Likewise, if you've previously uploaded some stuff, they will appear in the Your Work section. Okay, so let's bring in Surprise. And if I'm going to apply it down to my mix mode character down at the bottom here. And then when I play back through the animation, fantastic. Now, obviously in this situation, I don't want her to go through this. So I'm going to select the character and move it to a better position. Perfect. The transform gizmo that is located here is because that is the origin of the character. That is the root of where the character was, and all of this animation is guided off elsewhere. So if you're playing around animations and you're selecting the character, you cannot figure out where the origin is, chances are it's probably because the character has animated off the root itself. Likewise, for this character as well, it starts off at a T-pose here and then moves over to position and then sort of enters the room. I don't want that for whatever reason. So if I select the clip, I'll bring up this sort of orange tab. And if I then just drag the orange tab to, let's say here, it will now cut out everything a bit before. So I can just play that animation. And I can also do the same on the back as well. This is non-destructive, so if I was to just bring the animation back, I can just bring it back. Or I can just leave it as it is. So that's Core. That is our offline, easy to use. You can just drag and drop much like how you did. Let's animate with ourselves. So if you're the host of the canvas, if you go up to live, there you go, you can enable live motion. This one's already got a live room. I'll create a new one. Set the duration 30 minutes. You can change it to however long you need. And set the actors as one or as many people as you need. As it's just me, I'll do one. Enable. There you go, canvas is live. Drop a character into the scene, done. Select it with your mouse, done. And assign live motion from the action bar. That's here. So character selected, live, assign actor. Go live, you. This is very similar to the process for our live motion capture tutorial series. If you want to know a bit more about how this actually works, how best practice to set up your space, I encourage you to go watch that series. For the purpose of this, I'm going to select full body. There's me. Make sure you've got a webcam selected. So this is just a very simple webcam attachment. And I'm going to continue. Connecting to our AI, let's set you up. Ensure your entire body is visible within this capture frame. Start within the T-pose, much like our characters, and don't move, pan, or zoom the camera. So you've got to make sure it's steady, make sure it's on a good mount, tripod, whatever you need. Okay, and start. Be fully in frame. Follow the directions of the mannequin. So I need to stand back in full frame. And where these circles have changed, where the spinning chevrons have now turned into circles. So my legs are in place. If I put one arm out, that's adjusted for one arm. Now if I adjust for my other arm, there we go. My character is live animated by me. I have no markers, captures, or anything affecting me. Yeah, so very simple. This is great if you want to just quickly prototype something out. Hey, I've just got a few minutes, can you just jump on and see how this character would move? So she's very cool, so, you know, propped up on one leg bent. Oh. One extra component which I want to highlight is the ability to record the motion capture. So if I have the character selected and I press record, this is now going to start recording my motions to effectively a core clip. So, and stop there. And when I'm ready, I can exit out the motion capture. Stop live. So now that I've recorded some motion, let's actually go and see how it looked on the character. I was to just clear this motion, go your work, canvas, there it is. If I was to bring that onto the timeline, there's the motions that I did then and there. And the beauty, because this is all going through this a one rig system and it's all done within the same canvas, the character in the back, well, I can just apply the same animation to them. And just like that, they're both doing the exact same thing. So it's incredibly easy to just build large crowds of bespoke animations. If I wanted to have a simple crowd scene of, you know, if I wanted to simulate hundreds of people, I don't have to do 100 different animations. I can do 4 or 5 and then add them to different characters, space it out, trim up some little bits, have them at a stagger stepped start, and there we go. I've simulated a huge number of animation varieties through only 4 different animation types. It's something that is so incredibly powerful, you don't actually realize it until you start using it. And of course, like characters and assets, this animation is recorded and it's connected to my RADiCAL account. I can then just take it, go to another canvas, and it's there waiting for me. Very simple. I hope you enjoyed our guide on characters and the animation that follows through. As I said, with animations, there's a lot of overlap with how it works with Lightroom, so I encourage you to see those guides as well. And of course, I want to mention to our Discord, if you have any questions or feedback you want to give us or speak to me directly, come say hey in our Discord. I'll see you around and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodles.